Hello and welcome to the city of Malacca here in Malaysia. We're only 2 hours away from KL, so let's explore the city and then let's end on Jonkers Walk, which is the best night market perhaps in all of Malaysia. So this is what you can expect here in Malacca. You see there's a lot of things to see. Bukit Melaka, Famosa, different museums. There's also the Sultanate museum here. And then obviously the main city. There's also a city house, I think it's called, something like that, which is a very famous red building. And even in this area, a lot of buildings are red. If we zoom in over there, you can kind of see it. This is the heritage that the Dutch have left in the city. And I also think this is the only city in Malaysia that was colonized by the Dutch back in the old days. I'm not sure when. This is Museum Rakyat. And there is a train. It's starting to rain really heavily now, so we might actually have to look for some cover here. Maybe under the wing of the plane. That would be a good spot to wait it out. Alright, I mean, of all spots where we could get stuck, this is actually really cool. I'm not sure what plane this is, but it's a Twin Pioneer CC Mark 1 military plane perhaps? That is so cool. I wonder if this was actually in the air back in the day. Probably, right? Or maybe it's a replica. I don't know. And there's a train too. Alright guys, I've moved into an even better spot. You can still see the plane over here, but I'm standing right in between the two train carriages. This is what it looks like inside. I'm not sure if I can go in. Haven't found an open entrance. But yeah, that's so cool. And these are the museums around here. This is the UMNO Museum. And then this is the Rakyat Museum. Also, these little bikes, they're so common here. These are like little tricycles, but with somebody pedaling. And yeah, they usually play music. Not in this case, but usually they do. And usually the music is incredibly annoying. Before I started the video, one of these bicycles was playing Baby Shark. Not great. It's still raining, but I decided to move. And this is the Portuguese fort of Famosa. I believe this place was first colonized by the Portuguese before the Dutch came, something like that. Also, look at this. It is a UNESCO World Heritage City, and you can buy souvenirs. These are coins. How much do they cost, I wonder? There we go, 22, 25 ringgits, about 5 USD. This is a Famosa, and then over there is the Independence Proclamation Hall or something like that. But this is also the Sultanate Museum. You see how it's made of wood. And then this is a Famosa. It's not particularly huge, but we're definitely going to go inside and check that out in a second. But first I want to show you guys the Sultanate Museum from up close. This is such a beautiful building, isn't it? Wow. I guess this is how the Sultans used to live here in Malacca, because now it's not the Sultanate anymore, I think. There's a chief minister here now, which is rather uncommon for Malaysia because most states have still a sultan. And this is a Famosa. Really not a lot to see. This is already the exit. And some guns here, some cannons. That's it. That's what's left of a Famosa. Next thing we're going to have to do is climb St. Paul's Hill. There's an old church on top of it. Not sure if it's a Portuguese or a Dutch church or what's going on up there. But the views from up there are very nice. And it looks a bit creepy at night. I've been there yesterday. It is not a good place to be after sunset. But during the day it looks stunning. So let's head up there. And that's what a Famosa looks like from up here. Look at that. It's not particularly huge. Alright, we're inside St. Paul's now. This is closed. Probably because it's being renovated, or maybe there's a bit of a danger of things falling on you. Obviously it's a very historic place, very old place. But I'm out of breath and it's raining really hard again. I really rushed to get up here. But that's the view out of the window. These tombstones are in Dutch. Hieronder ligt, so under here lies this guy, Rabin Mat Huisjansen Ventond. Interesting. Look at this, I'm now standing under the bell tower, guys. And then over here is a really cool statue of perhaps St. Paul himself. Maybe. Not sure. But he's looking towards the Stadhuis. It's still raining, but it's okay. Look at that cruise ship over there. I'm actually staying in the Makoda apartments, or the Makoda hotel, which is also down there. I will show you that. Actually, that's it, I think. Maybe. I'll show you my hotel at the very end. Yeah, that's it over there. These towers to the left, right next to the trees, at least from this view. Just to put into perspective how much it's raining right now, look at this water flowing down from St. Paul's Hill all the way down as I'm walking here. That is crazy. That's so much. And there it is. That's where we've just been. That's me right now. A bit wet, but it's okay. It'll dry. My hair's short right now, so, you know, it is what it is. This is Malacca. Malacca is also known as the Red City, and that's why all the houses are painted red. It's not red brick. They just paint it that way. It's also a blue building down there. And this is where we just came down from St. Paul's Hill up there. Listen to this. This is copyrighted, but that's what I mean. There's music coming from these. It actually looks so pretty now. The sun's about to set in maybe like an hour or two. This city is very, very beautiful. This is another fort here, Kota Melaka. The Malacca port. So maybe the shoreline was a lot closer to here than it is now, because now it's a couple kilometers, maybe a mile down that road. Maybe it was here before. I don't know. But this is the Christchurch Malacca and the Stadhuis, the most famous landmark of the city. And here it says Malacca 0 mile. Interesting. Also notice a lot of Chinese people here. I guess this is a very popular place with Chinese tourists. Obviously not very far, and you can get here from KL IA, from the airport in Kuala Lumpur, within like an hour and a half. And that's what I mean. These are very popular bikes. This is definitely a tourist trap. When you search for Malacca, this was going to pop up. Also, it's the host of the World Tourism Day this year, which I think is going to take place in September. That is very, very pretty, isn't it? Highly recommend coming here for at least a day trip. But you can even spend the night, because there's definitely a lot to see in the city. Look at that. There we have some more with Hello Kitty and some music playing. Awesome. Funnily enough, they're selling KL magnets here in Malacca. Hello. How you doing? Everybody's incredibly friendly, as you can see. And now we're heading to the last stop of the day, which is the Jonkers Walk area here in Malacca. It's a very historic place. They got a lot of cafes, a lot of heritage buildings, some museums, some temples. Yeah, so this is the best place to go in Malacca, and I've kept it for last. Right, look at this street. Wow. They also have the Chinese New Year decorations still up, even though it's a couple weeks after the end of Chinese New Year. But wow. What a beautiful street. This is definitely all heritage buildings, and probably a part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site here in Malacca. Definitely some very good restaurants. That looks legit as well. One more thing that is very popular in Malacca is the river cruise here in the city. It goes from around this area all the way up to where those skyscrapers are over there. There's a mall that way. There's also a kampong up there. Yeah, and the river is very, very scenic. You see how colorful these houses are, and that's how it is. It just stretches on. And there's a Malacca 2025 banner, or maybe painting, I'm not sure, on the bridge over there that leads towards Jonkers Walk. Let's head that way, shall we? I think if you wanted to encapsulate Malacca in one shot, this would be absolutely it. Just all of this. You are joking. This is a durian store. Oh my god. The most Malaysian thing ever. If you want me to try durian on the channel here in Malaysia, I will do that as well. Let me know if there's any demand for that, because I've never tried durian in my life, so this will be my first impression of this insane fruit. To be fair, I'm getting used to the smell, but it's still a bit much for me. But with that, I've made it to Jonkers Walk. Look at that. This is very pretty, isn't it? I especially like this building and the banner that says welcome. These are all heritage buildings and just so incredibly pretty. Some have been restored, some haven't, but it definitely adds to the charm of the city. Also some paintings or, you know, street art. The cafes through there. Damn, this city is beautiful. There's so much going on. Look at that one as well. I'm gonna zoom in on the front of this building. This city is so worth a visit. It's also not any more expensive than KL. Prices are definitely very fair, and you're getting these insane streets. I absolutely love it. There's a Jonker gallery where you can buy your souvenirs. This storefront is absolutely beautiful. You can buy dodol, coconut cookies, the famous Malaysian cake, it says. Let's actually check it out. So these are like Malaysian desserts in this beautiful heritage building. Hello. Wow, these are durian flavored, I think. My goodness, this is stunning. A little further down the road, you see a Taoist temple. This one's already closed, so maybe it's just not open for the public. But like all the Taoist temples in Malaysia or in all over Asia, this one's painted beautifully. The craft that went into this is insane. This is Hokkien Huay Quan. Legit every building on this street is gorgeous. How is this possible? I actually regret not staying in a hotel, like in a heritage building here in this area of Malacca. Alright, this is the Kampung Kling Mosque. Masjid Kampung Kling, completed in 1748. This mosque is almost 300 years old. And this is what it looks like. There's also a little cemetery in the back. This is a little fountain where you can wash yourself before you pray. The mosque is empty at the moment, but it's so pretty. It's not big, but it's very, very pretty. And there it says the prayer times. The next one is Maghrib, the sunset prayer at 7:28 p.m. Here's another Chinese temple, and there's a flag of Malaysia and a flag of the state of Malacca. And this is the entrance to the temple. Look how pretty it is as well. Wow. I do have to say that there are surprisingly few Western tourists here. Most tourists I see are Chinese or inland tourists from Malaysia, but not many Westerners coming over, even though it's just a 2-hour drive from KL. You can easily go here for about 15 ringgit. I paid 15 ringgit from a bus ticket. It was a very good bus as well. So it's beyond me why not many Westerners are coming here, because they really should. Absolutely. I've seen this quite a bit here in Malacca. What is the Mami monster? This is not the first time I'm seeing it. It looks like a cookie monster, but not quite, you know. I find it hilarious how the whole bus is plastered with smileys. That's very funny. Last stop before I show you my accommodation is this ship over here. This is a museum, the Samudra Museum, and very inconveniently this bus is parking right in front of it. So I can't show you guys at the moment, but there it is. Look at this, Museum Samudera. Now I'm heading back to my accommodation, which is half a hotel, half Airbnb. Very weird. It's called Costa Makota, and there's like 8 blocks. Some of them are a hotel, and others are Airbnbs or just residential apartments. I'm staying in the Airbnb section. Alright guys, I've made it to my humble accommodation here in Costa Makota Apartments. This is what it looks like. It's an Airbnb with 2 rooms. So 1 bedroom, 1 living room. There's a kitchen over here. There's a dining table. There are 2 ACs in this accommodation. One of them right here and the other one in my bedroom through here. But also a living area with a TV, a balcony, which I'm going to show you in a second. Haven't made my bed this morning, so don't judge me, guys. But a few more tables over here, a wardrobe. This is the other AC. And then the bathroom with the bog, the shower, which is right here. And then right behind this door is a sink as well. Not bad at all for, what was the price? I think it was 25 USD per night, so go figure what that is. It's about 110, maybe 120 ringgit. Not bad at all. And there we go. This is the view from the balcony. This is a famous mosque in Malacca. And this is the apartment block that I'm in. I'm in block 8. There's, I think, a total of 8 blocks here. So a very large area. Quite difficult to find the entrance, to be honest. Some parking spots down there. And yeah, just very, very pretty. The nature around here is absolutely gorgeous. And the sun is about to set in maybe an hour. But with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to take a shower because my hair got messed up from the rain. Also, you know, it's pretty hot, so I should definitely take a shower here. And I'll leave you with the views of Malacca. Please subscribe. Please also like the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon from another one here in Malaysia. Bye for now.